Welcome to the Love Hub channel, where we discuss matters of the heart and give relationship advice to women. In today's episode, we are going to discuss the benefits of dating a married man. Yes, we know this is a controversial topic. If you feel offended by the title of this video, then honey, this is not for you. Go scroll and watch a different video. This is for women who are in relationships with married men and who are wondering, well, what are the benefits of staying in this relationship? We're going to list down a few. And remember, the Love Hub is a judgment-free zone. We don't judge women here. We are your safe space. Now let's get to the topic. Number 1, it makes dating exciting. There's just something about the forbidden fruit that makes everything so much more exciting. You know that you're not supposed to have it, and that knowledge just makes you want it more. The fact that you don't have to go home to him and deal with the little everyday things that makes marriage so frustrating just adds to the allure of dating a married man. You don't spend every waking hour together. You only see each other when you can, and when you do try to see each other, there's like an elaborate plan, where to meet, how to pull this off, and it just makes it so dangerous and so exciting. A little note though, we know that at some point, all of this excitement is going to wear off. Number 2, you get to skip out on the mundane, everyday tasks that are present in every relationship. Because the two of you are not sharing a home, you're not living together, you get to skip out on certain responsibilities, those dull, boring, everyday responsibilities that can actually get really overwhelming. So, for example, you don't have to worry about cleaning the dishes for 2 people. You don't have to worry about getting the kids dressed up to go to school. You don't have to worry about doing everybody's laundry. When you add all these little things up, it can get really stressful. So one of the benefits of dating a married man is you get to have all the fun and not the responsibility. But take note, at some point, you're going to want to settle down. You're going to want to start experiencing these everyday mundane tasks with your partner. And if you do decide to stay with your married man, it might make it difficult for the both of you. Number 3, life has less restrictions. When you're dating a married man, you don't have to worry about, oh, can I do this or can I do that? What will he think if I decide to choose this path in life? You don't really have to take his opinions into account because you're not a married couple. You have more freedom to do whatever you want. A married couple will have to compromise on a lot of things. They will have to take each other's opinions into account before making a big decision. But because you're not married to him, you're not going to be saddled with that responsibility. You don't have to compromise. You have the freedom to do what you want. For example, if you wanted to travel, you really just have to worry about your finances, the itinerary. Do you have your passport? Do you need a visa? You just have to worry about those things, and those things can already get really overwhelming. But imagine if you had to think about, oh, what will my husband think about this? Like, oh, I need to be home at this date because he needs to be somewhere and I need to be there for the kids. You don't have to worry about that added stress. And because he's already committed to somebody else, he doesn't really have the right to tell you what to do. He doesn't have the right to tie you down. Number 4, finances. Depending on your situation, this can be either a good or a bad thing. If you have a great career or even just a stable income, you really just have to worry about you. You don't have to worry about the huge bills that come with having a wife and kids. These days, if you have a family, usually you need 2 incomes just to survive. So if you're a married woman, most of your finances will go to the family. It will go to the bills. It will go to paying off children's education. Goes to your health insurance, your car insurance, mortgage payments, just all of these bills that end up piling up at the end of the month, and it gets really stressful. Now, if you're just dating a married man, you don't really have to worry about all these other finances. Again, you just have to worry about yours. Married women usually have to decide where they're going to spend their monthly salary on. Is it going to go to the bills? Do they have enough to spoil themselves? Well, because you're not a married woman, you're just dating a married man, you can actually choose to spend the money however you like. He doesn't have a say in it. But take note, there's something about having a family that makes all these frustrations really worth it. At the end of the day, a married woman will have somebody to lean on, and she will have her children to love and nurture. Number 5, you feel more desirable. Because you know that you were able to lure a man away from his woman and get him to spend the night with you, there's something about that just makes you feel more desirable. It makes you feel attractive and it helps boost your confidence. And because you don't see each other every day, it makes you want to dress up really nicely when you see him. So you do get excited over looking good and making sure that he likes what he sees. You don't have the level of comfortability that married couples have. So, for example, his wife probably doesn't get dressed up whenever he's around. If they're just spending time at home, she's probably in her sweatpants, her hair's in a bun. She doesn't really care that she has no makeup on. There's just a level of comfort between the two of them. You don't have that. And so you get more excited about looking beautiful and making sure your hair's fixed and you've got makeup on and beautiful clothes. This just adds to the excitement of your relationship. Number 6, less pressure. Because you're not married and you don't really have a commitment towards each other, the law is not going to recognize you as his wife, then there's really less pressure for the both of you. You don't really have to worry about things like, oh, when are we going to get married and how are we going to afford a wedding? When are we going to have kids and how are we going to afford that? You don't really have that pressure on you. You can just enjoy each other's company. So as you can see, there are many benefits to dating a married man. If you're already with one and you feel happy, you feel fulfilled and secured, then go for it. We wish you the best. We're not here to judge you. But take note, if at some point in the future you do decide that, oh, you want a family, you want a forever home with him, it's going to be really difficult to make that happen because he already has all of those things with another woman, his wife. He already has a home with her. He has children with her. They've already built up this beautiful life together. So while there are benefits in dating a married man, there are also a lot of heartache that can come with it, especially if you end up wanting more from this relationship and he's just not able to give it to you. That can lead to a lot of heartbreak.